Teach you what. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up. So just very gently on the toes, running it out. Driving the arms. Very gentle warm up, then we'll stretch, then we get working. Okay, don't forget after this, come on, we got 2 more tutorials on after this. As soon as you finish, log out of this one and back on the next 2. We'll come up one after the other. And if you're watching on later on our YouTube channel, loosen up the arms. You can go through all the tutorial videos on YouTube and jump across from one to another. They all feed on. Okay, swinging them back. And the jumping jacks, open out. To the front. That's it. And punch it out. Let the arms punch. Side to side, that's it. Okay, pull the knee up. Hand from the up high, pull down as the knee comes up. Get the knee right up. And that's it, bring the heels up, swing the arms out. Get your heels up as high as you can behind you. Swing the arms. Roll out the shoulders. And back. Good stuff, shake out the hands. Right foot forward and kick on the right. Kick him out. Change to the left. That's it, knees up in front. And that's it out. Slow it down. And we come to a stop. Okay. As always, we start with our hamstrings, back of the legs, 1 foot forward, other foot back, sit back as if you're sitting down on your back leg, knee back, chin towards the knee. Roll it up, change, let's go down the other side, drop it down, push into it, keep that back leg bent and the leg in the front that you're stretching, keep that straight, push the knee back, don't bend it. Bring it up, down center. That's it, push them legs right back. Pushing your chest towards your big toes. Okay, let's step the feet out wide, feet forward, knees straight. Remember, if you have a line on the floor to work from, if it's a tile or a floorboard or a belt or something, feet, knees and hips all above the same line. Don't have your hips forward or too far back. Nice straight line. We want to feel the stretch from the inside of the knee up the inside to the groin. Okay. That's it, push it out a bit more. Okay, let's bring it in halfway. We stop, go down the left side. Keep the knee straight, don't bend your knee. Knee is straight, just turn your body and try and get your head down towards your knee. Turn opposite side. Bring it back in, walk the feet in. Bend the knees, roll it up. Let's lie down on the back. Okay. Put your left leg out straight. Pull your right knee up. Knee and ankle. Pull that knee right up towards your chest. That's it, good work. And change legs. Get her knee up, her ankle up. Pull her right up. Feel that stretch down your backside from your hip all the way down your backside in your glute muscles. And up we come. Loosen the hips. Back the other way. You know, we stretch a lot of the same stretches. It's important to keep your muscles loose and flexible. They're like elastics, don't let it get tight, so stretch as much as you can. Grab that left leg, stretching up. And with this, at the start, we stretch our hamstrings with the back of the legs. Then we stretch our groin up between the legs. Then we stretch our glutes in our backside. Now we're on our quads, which is the front of the legs. And we'll finish up with our calves, the lower legs. And always try, if you can, a couple of minutes a day, stretch as much as you can. Change legs. Because as older people will tell you, as you get older, the muscles get tighter and you lose flexibility. And it gets harder and harder to get those kicks higher. Stretches wide as time goes on. So if you're one of our younger members, stretch as much as you can. Bring it down. Okay, turn the side onto the camera for you. Leave our right heel on the ground, hands on the floor. Push your heel down, cross your other foot just behind it, and you're trying to squash something under your heel. Okay. If you push your hips back, we'll stretch higher up the top here. If we push our hips forward, we stretch lower down. Be careful, make sure you stretch both. Okay, change feet. Left heel down. Big stretch. Let's bring the hips forward. Keep that heel on the floor. Hips back. Now both feet side by side. Push the heels on the floor. As I always say, imagine a bar of soap or something slippery, fish, whatever, under your heels. You're trying to stop it from escaping. You got to push down into the floor. And we bring it up slowly. Okay. Feet together, going into our stance now. Ready? Height, guard up. Let's loosen that leg to the outside. Each, don't drop the hands. Knee, san, sheet, go. Back to the inside. Each, knee, san, shi, go. Straight leg each, knee, san, shi, go. Now san, to the outside each, knee, san, shi, go. Back to the inside each, knee, san, shi, go. Straight up each, knee, san, shi, go. Okay, so this tutorial is based on setting up turning kicks and a spinning back knuckle, and that's the one we're going to start with first. It's a hand movement, very effective for getting out of the way of somebody and gets a lot of power into generating a strike. Remember, with the back knuckle, our fist is closed and we're striking back out. The target is here, it's back out. Very often we hinge out and in, out and in. With a spinning back knuckle, the arm extends and we use the power of the body spinning to generate excuse me, the power and speed. If I'm facing my opponent and I decide to do the spinning back knuckle, I'm actually turning backwards to spin around to strike. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Where our feet go is important, where our head goes is very important because we've got to be able to see what we're striking, and then where the hand strikes. So the first things we want to talk about is what way our feet step, and again we will adjust our camera for our foot position. With the spinning back knuckle, okay, I'm moving towards to strike in towards the camera. If I'm in this fighting position, the foot that's behind must come in here, steps right behind, and then when we twist out. If we're doing it from the side, there's my front foot attacking this way. I step behind and twist. Okay, if I'm going the other way, step behind and twist. That's the first thing we're going to practice on this, is that reverse twist stance. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple facing you, and then we're going to face away with the camera. You're going to do them with me. Then we start bringing the hands in. So one foot goes in front, guard is up. The leg back behind. Remember, toe goes behind the heel. Toe behind the heel, twist. There I am facing again. Toe behind the heel, twist. Okay, then we come back again. Ready? Toe behind the heel, twist. Toe behind, twist. Twist. Let's go away now. You're working with me. Follow me. Here's our diagonal, little diagonal fighting stance. We step in, behind, twist it out. Step behind, twist. Step behind, twist. You got it? Now you can, for speed, just swing around, but that can put you off balance a little bit more, so be careful with it. Let's go a few more. Step behind, twist. Step behind, twist. Good. Reverse twist stance. Very important for the spinning back knuckle. The next thing we've got to talk about is our head position. Because as we twist, we've got to bring our head around before we strike, because we want to be able to see. There's no point, bring this up to focus on my head more. There's no point if I'm trying to strike towards the camera from here and I'm looking over there. Where's my target? I can't see, oh look, there's my target over there. So the important thing is, as we step and twist, my head comes around first as far as it can. So where my shoulder turns, there I am, looking at my target. Again, we step behind, head turns, then the body turns, I'm looking straight on. So let's try going this way. Guard is up, step, turn my head behind and turn. Step, turn my head around behind and turn. Step, turn my head around behind and turn. Let's go again. This all becomes clear if we get a target going on it. Okay, left foot forward, step behind to the right, turn your head to the right. and twist. Step behind the left, turn your head all the way to the left, and twist, good. Step behind the right, turn your head to the right, and twist. Okay, so that's foot movement and head movement. Once we get those two correct, it means we can bring the strike into play. If I'm striking towards the camera, it's going to be step, twist, and back knuckle. It comes as it comes around. And you see that's generating, we spoke in previous tutorials about turning our hips, bring into the body, so come back, we get the whole twist of the body and not just the arm swinging. Hips, legs, twist through. So if that strike comes towards the camera, we step, there's our strike, other hand's already cocked back down. So let's go for 3, away. Ready? Left foot forward, we're going to slowly force then bring some speed into it. Step behind, turn the head. Now as we turn this time, this hand's going to swing and guard up. Step behind, turn the head, other hand's coming around and swing, guard up, the back of the hand, step behind, turn the head, swing. Okay, let's go with that again. Left foot's in front, step behind, turn the head, body comes around. Step behind, turn the head, body comes around. Step behind, turn your head, body comes around. Okay, so let's bring Bob into the equation. I'll do a few sideways on and then we'll go up towards them, each one. Okay, now if you got someone to hold a cushion for you or something that can hang down the strike, you got a punch bag, anything like that, this will work fine for you. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit so you can see my feet and head, hopefully, best we can. Let's bring that back a tiny bit. Okay, from here, there's my thrust punch we spoke about today. Reverse punch. Back knuckle from here would be out that way. Now we want the spinning back knuckle. Now, if we see our opponent here, the first thing we notice, we step behind, watch when I turn. I've gone past him, I'm away. So it's a good way to get around somebody else's guard. If he's got his guard up here, guarding himself, I'm going to spin to the outside of it. So you're spinning out of the way. Okay, and it's not just always move back and forward. Sometimes, as you move sideways, move diagonally. This time, we're moving in, but we're spinning out of the way as well. Okay, so from here, nice and slow. Step, turn my head, spin around, boom. My back is almost turned as I strike in. Now, you're not doing a spinning back knuckle that slow in a fighting situation because you don't want to be end up out here real slow, my back turned. This is going to be done fast and we'll build up the speed now in a moment. Okay, so from here, step, turn your head, swing around, boom, there's that whip of that arm comes around. And you can see he's being rocked. If I go to the other side for you, okay, step behind, as turn the head, and boom, spinning around, spinning back knuckle. And that's coming into the temple, side of the neck, even into the ear. Stings like crazy. Okay, we go up this side again. Okay, remember that's the thrust punch side. It's actually this other punch, other hand that's hiding in the background that's going to do the strike. Step behind, turn the head, spin. Okay, so let's do a few away from the camera, the direction you guys will be going in, and then we'll bring the speed up slightly on it. Okay. You don't want to be too far away. From here, I'm in front, step, turn my head, bam. Let's go again. Let's work off our strong side. If you're right-handed, going to do the back knuckle with the right hand. Keep the left foot forward. Ready, step, turn everything, whip. And remember, you're striking with this section here, okay? Ready, step, turn, and back. step behind, twist and spin. So let's bring the speed up on that a bit. This is one that's done in competition. Some competitions don't allow this because the speed that comes around will sometimes be very heavy contact to the head. But with head protection on and your hand protection, we do allow it in our sparring competitions, okay? But it's also a good one to know from a street defense point of view. So you're on toes, you fight every way to move, 1, 2, bam, and back. Okay, so back and forth, quick jump, boom, back in. Let's give it a go. Ready? We're gonna go for 4 of them. Then we're gonna move on to turning kicks. On toes, ready? Knee, right, and back. Knee, right, back. Sun, right, and back. Sheet, right, and back. Okay, let's try some on the opposite side. We give it a go. Right foot forward, guard up. The hand is further back this time, so we'll do the strike. So we're doing slowly first. Step, turn, strike. Okay, let's try it. Now, you'll only get these perfect, as with everything, practice, practice, practice. So keep practicing on this one. Ready on the toes. Each, right, and back. Knee, right, back in. Sun, right. Sheet, right. And that is our spinning back knuckle. The 2 most important things on the spinning back knuckle: get the trailing foot, the foot that's behind, to step behind. And as you twist, the head travels around first to see your target. Most important. Okay, we will work now on 2 turning kicks. Our turning side kick or blade kick, and our turning hook shot. Okay, or reverse roundhouse almost. Now, we've kind of learned the basic important part of any turning shot, which is to get your head around first. And the same works exactly the same for your turning kicks. Most important, your head comes around first. The head must turn to see your target. So let's start off with our turning side kick. We'll leave Bob for a moment. Remember with our side kick, we said the knee came up, we turned halfway, and we turned fully and pushed. Okay? And that was coming from straight on. Now we want to confuse our opponent. We want to spin and put a side kick in as well. As we said with our spinning back knuckle, the turn itself generates more speed and power because your whole body is starting to turn and you're putting in your hand or leg. The same thing is true with the spinning kick. You're getting the whole rotation, that spin of your body to put more power into the kick. Okay, so let's put Bob in front of us. With our side kick we worked on, we were yesterday's tutorials with defense or offensive kicks. We were coming in and pushing through. We were doing that little jump in. With the turning kick, it's not the foot that's closest to your attacker you're attacking with, it's the foot that's furthest away. So if I'm here, I'm going to turn backwards. Okay, a lot of people do this big spin and the kick goes wrong. Remember, if your opponent is on this side, you're going to turn away from him. You're going to turn your back. And as you turn your back, this knee comes up. That tuck position, we turn, 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 and then push out on the side kick. So from here, we will tuck, turn, head has come around after the tuck, and push it out. It's tricky. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to try just the spin without kicking and getting our head around. So from here, we'll lift our knee and turn around and land. So from facing this way, I'm going to finish up facing this way. we're turning through half a circle. Our full circle will be for me to turn all the way around. With the spinning kick, we're going to turn halfway around, and then it's that leg we'll be kicking. Okay? So, guard up. We're going to lift the knee and turn. As we do, I want you to turn your head first, like so. Just on one leg, spin. Ready? Don't need to lift your knee high. So we'll spin backwards and turn your head away. We'll do two of them here. I'm going to turn it, do it with my back away from the camera to make things a little easier for you. So it's like so. One and half the way around. There's the second one, head around and down. So let's take Bob away for a moment. I'm going to face away. I want you to copy me. So my attacker's in front of me. Okay, I've got my back leg and my front leg. It's my back leg that's going to kick. So it's going to lift. You got to imagine there's a big high wall. So you got to lift your leg over the wall and turn around and land. But our head goes around. Ready? We're going to go for 4. Each. Land. Knee. Head around. Down. Lift the knee up and turn the head. Sun. And sheet. Good. Let's sit and get forward the other way. Let's do it slowly. So now, your right foot's in front. The front that's nearest your attacker. Remember, it's the leg that's behind. Front foot, back foot. The back foot kicks. So the wall is, remember the wall is always behind you. Lift up over the wall and land. Think of the wall behind. Ready? So our head's going to turn around to see the wall and lift over. Ready? Each and land. Good. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Good. That part is the most important part of getting the turn. Spinning the correct way and getting your head around, just like in the spinning back knuckle. Head comes around, body twists the correct way. Let's bring our attacker into the picture. Here he is. So remember, he's there. Lift my foot over the wall and it comes down, except instead of putting it down this time, we're going to keep it tucked in and we're going to push out in that side kick. Like so. I'm back. Okay. Let me show you from the side. And then we'll go with me. From here, we lift over the wall behind, he comes up, push through, back down. And when it's done with speed, it's incredibly powerful. From there, right! It's got great power. So let's give it a try. Get someone holding a cushion, or have a target, or you can do it on an imaginary person if you're on your own. Shadow boxing, shadow fighting, okay? Left foot forward, facing the camera. I'm facing your opponent, sorry. Turn backwards, lift that foot up. When we get to halfway, it's going to turn on its side to push out. Ready? And head comes around. Each, right, and back. Knee, right. Now I'm not going to make foot out all fully because I have to keep picking Bob up. Sun, right. Sheet. Good. Let's switch feet and go the other way. Guard up. Knee comes up. We turn around. And then that's going to kick out. Ready. Each. Right. Bring it back. Knee. Sun. Sheet. And that's the basics of the turning side kick, spinning side kick or spinning blade kick. Now, we're going to move on to the turning heel shot, hook shot, reverse roundhouse, different names for it. And it works basically in a very similar way. The only thing this time is your foot stays nice and long. With our heel shot or our hook shot, we're used to stepping in and striking like so. What we're going to do is, instead of just that lift and strike, we're going to put a full body spin into it. So from here, again, it's our back leg that does the strike. The thing to remember here is on strike kicks, roundhouses, blade kicks, we're attacking most of the time with our front leg. On our spinning shots, it's the back leg that comes around and does the damage. So remember, if you're spinning, it's the leg that's behind that does the damage. So from here, we spin and back. Okay, spin there, back here. And with this, you let your leg whip around. Let it swing. If you swing your arm backwards and forwards really fast, it feels like your hand is getting heavy or something's pulling on your hand. That's gravity and the motion of your arm, motion of your body spinning, pulling away from you. And that's the power we put into our kick. So, again, you have this bit, we turn our back and our head comes around. With this, you've just got to imagine there's a wall all the way around and your leg's got to be up high to get over it. Okay, so we from here, again, remember, turn your back except the leg comes up. From here, spin and strike. So let's try a couple, right and left. Left foot forward. Remember, turn your back, turn your head. From here, each, right, and back down. Knee. Lean over bar, your head will come up more. Side. And back. Sheet. And back. Let's switch the stance now. Before we get too dizzy. Go the opposite way. Ready? Each. Up and back. That's it. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Back down. And that's our basics of our turning kicks. Now, what we will do in next tutorial, when we come back to our turning kicks, we'll then combine them, setting up other kicks with the turning kicks, 2 and 3 kick combinations. Things to take from this tutorial. Important, if you are doing a spinning shot, if it's with your hands or your legs, you must turn your back and your head has got to come around first to see where to find what you're striking. Spot your target. Also important, get that speed. If the foot is coming through on a side kick, you tuck that knee in as if you're stepping over wall and then push it out. If it's on a spinning reverse heel shot, hook shot, reverse roundhouse, we just did, lean over, get that leg up nice and straight and whip it around. And finally, if it's the back knuckle, step behind, spin and let that arm whip out. These can be a little bit tricky, especially as to be trying to pick which way do I spin, which foot do I kick with, which hand do I strike with. Okay, with all of these, it was the hand that was furthest away from the target. It was the leg that was furthest away from the target. And so on. So think of that, stop and break it down. Okay, when you finish this tutorial, come back on for the next one. A little bit of fun with the bow staff again, and when that one's finished, go back on once again for our techniques tutorial again today. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, have a look through the menu, you'll find them all listed by title. Okay? Domo arigato, sayonara.